My name is Pete Woods. I'm the president of SkiBig3. We're the joint venture of Banff Sunshine, Lake Louise, and Mount Norquay here in Banff National Park.
My name is Sarah Pearson, and I'm the director of marketing with SkiBig3. SkiBig3 is the marketing organization for the 3 ski resorts in Banff National Park.
We're focused on long-haul destination skiers that come here for longer trips. That's from Eastern Canada and beyond and throughout the world.
We've actually tested a lot of different digital programs in the past few years, and the ability for War Room to consolidate everything in one house definitely made it a much simpler process for us. War Room is doing our digital marketing plan for us. Anything that comes across search, social, anything that's display oriented, and even audio. When our business was impacted by COVID-19, travel in Canada screeched to a halt, and our core business is international travel, which was no longer.
When people couldn't travel anymore and you had to turn it off, there's nothing worse than seeing your community say, please don't come right now. It's like every marketer's worst nightmare.
We needed to go out and find new markets within the Canadian landscape, and War Room helped us look at the different audiences that were available, how we could reach them, how we could talk to them in a new way, and help us launch new products that would be of interest to a Canadian traveler. Working with War Room, they're very responsive to our requests. We had a very challenging year with a lot of things moving at very rapid pace, and our team at War Room was able to be incredibly nimble and get back to us as quickly as possible. They changed things on a dime, and it actually benefited us.
Every marketer loves the joy of a return on ad spend, and that's a really exciting metric. So a lot of the partners that we work with don't actually see the transaction happening, because obviously a transaction isn't a click, conversion isn't a click, it's actually money in the bank. And so having that visibility and being able to work with War Room on tweaking that return on ad spend and really understanding where we should be in awareness versus where we should be in weight of conversion and investment levels is this really kind of cool, exciting process.
One of the factors that allowed us to select War Room as our agency was our ability to manage budgets. So we have a very detailed plan looking at what channels we're using and how much we're spending in each of those channels. And our ability to manipulate that as market conditions change allows us to be really adaptable and pivot quickly. There's been several times where our campaign was in market and moving effectively, but the world and the market changed around us, and we had to adjust our budgets quickly. We had to adjust our markets quickly and introduce new products. And our team at War Room was able to quickly get new assets into market, get them up and running, retarget them to a new audience, and keep us moving forward. One of the other things that I appreciate about War Room is the automation. So our ability to submit ads and have them proofed quickly is incredibly valuable. Before my ad technically goes live, I see what it looks like in the market, and I can double check that the messaging is correct, that there's no errors, that it is what I'm looking for.
With the uncertainty of how COVID was going to impact travel, we did anticipate that we would see at least US visitors come, which didn't come to fruition. But even with that, we still hit almost the 80% increase year over year. We set a return on ad spend that was pretty aggressive, and unbelievably, we surpassed that expectation by almost 30%.
One of the single biggest reasons I would recommend War Room is the team. It's the people that we connect with that are responsive to our questions. It's a people-first business. Their ability to provide us with fast data and accurate data, it's definitely helped make our campaigns much more efficient.
I'd recommend working with War Room